Does she know where she's sitting? Donovan.
Finished his first year at
Uphill battle.
the sun keeps coming in and out.
I haven't been
Felt like they were getting some relief, and then now it's right again.
She's probably inside $1 million. What they do, they put it like no, she's gonna go with the
Lauren does not have red shoes on. She has gold shoes.
Yeah.
Carbon copy?
Yes. Carbon copy.
Carbon copy.
yeah.
Horrible. I added that part. Here comes love.
Oh yeah, those aren't the right shoes.
I see her leave. She's back now. Daryl! Hi, Daryl!
Yeah, with the
He's got a cord.
glass.
Daryl! Look over here! Daryl! She's not
There.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Good evening, everyone. Families, friends, teachers, mentors, and most importantly, the remarkable graduates of Campo Verde High School, class of 2025. I'll be honest, writing this speech felt a little like trying to sum up a novel in one paragraph. How do you capture years of hallway laughter, late night cramming, unspoken support, inside jokes, group chats, heartbreaks, spontaneous adventures, and quiet moments of growth in just a few minutes? But it's here, that moment we've been waiting for. Famous American author David Handler once wrote in one of his children's books, "If we wait until we're ready, we'll be waiting for the rest of our lives." When I first read this quote, I had a hard time finding the words to go along with it. But the more I thought about it, I realized how much we've waited for. From the moment we stepped into our first classroom, we waited to meet the first friend that would be around way longer than we have ever imagined. We waited to receive that first report card, and debated if we should hide it from our parents in some cases. We waited for the first day of middle school that seemed so scary. Then you make it to your first day of high school and realize that middle school wasn't even fearful. We waited for our first Friday night football game. We waited around and questioned which college would be the perfect fit for us. Among so many other things, we waited to put on this cap and gown and graduate high school, and now that time is here. It's the final page of one chapter and the first sentence of another. Take a look around. This space is alive with joy, love, and something more, possibility. Every seat in this room is a witness to the journey that brought us here. To the class of 2025, the world doesn't just welcome you, it needs you. It needs your voices, your ideas, but most importantly, your hearts. The world is not waiting for perfection, it's waiting for authenticity. And you, real thinkers, real dreamers. You are not simply stepping into the future, you are shaping it. And let me pause here to say something from my heart. Thank you. To my fellow graduates, thank you for this unforgettable chapter, through awkward first days and unexpected friendships, through group projects that tested our patience, and moments of pure joy that we'll probably never be able to explain to anyone outside this class. So thank you for being part of my story and letting me be part of yours. Thank you to every teacher who challenged me, guided me, and believed in me when I didn't quite believe in myself. Thank you to my friends who stood by me with laughter and support when I needed it most. To my best friend, Ella, Thank you for being my anchor and my sunshine. And for the deep talks, the loud laughs, and the quiet understandings that only best friends share. And to my mom, especially my mom, thank you for everything, for every sacrifice, for every hug in the hard moments, for every laugh, for every word of encouragement, for being my home in every sense in this world. None of this would feel possible without you. Campo Verde wasn't just a school, it was a place where I was given countless opportunities to grow, explore, and become more of who I am. It gave me memories I'll carry for life. Moments of joy, discovery, courage, and yes, a few embarrassing ones too, but I wouldn't trade any of it. Let me remind all of us of something powerful. No one in the entire history of this planet has ever stood exactly where we stand. In our shoes, with our story. That is our gift. That is our power. As we cross the stage tonight, we do more than receive a diploma. We receive a blank canvas. And how we choose to fill it, whether it's with courage, with compassion, with bold colors, that's up to us. So hold your heads high, class of 2025. Celebrate loud, laugh deep. And as you step forward into the unknown, know this. You are ready. You are worthy. You are already extraordinary. Welcome to your graduation. Welcome to the legacy of Campo Verde. And welcome to the brilliant, unrepeatable, unstoppable story only you can write. Thank you. It was nothing but an honor serving as your all-student body president. I would now like to welcome our student body vice president, Cameron Colvin, to present our senior class motto.
Thank you, Isabel. Good evening, families, friends, teachers, staff, and most importantly, graduates. My name is Cameron Colvin, and I get the honor of standing here as a graduate of the class of 2025. The class of 2025 chose the motto, "How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard," by Winnie the Pooh. The quote describes how hard saying goodbye can truly be if you love where you're at. And I truly love my CB family. This sentiment resonates deeply with me as someone who has grown up living in the same house, going to the same school with the same people, and never leaving this great town of Gilbert, Arizona. I know many of you sitting here can relate to my experiences. Many of us attended Courts Hill, Spectrum, Ashland, and Settlers Point. At the big milestones in elementary, there would be plastered on the wall, class of 2025. I bet we all thought to ourselves, wow, that's so far away. Well, seniors, the diploma is in the grasp of our hands. I can vividly recall the excitement as 7th grade approached, uniting us at South Valley. I remember that hot, sweaty first day of junior high, which was the most memorable day of our lives at that point. Each of us nervous 12-year-olds walked through the doors of South Valley, only knowing a handful of classmates from elementary school. The friends changed, new teachers were met, new opportunities emerged. For the first time, we experienced different classmates in each of our 7 periods, had 6 different teachers, and we had the opportunity to engage in electives that supported our passions. These experiences set us for the best yet to come, high school. Every phase of our lives was preparing us for the next. We constantly heard throughout the years from our teachers, this will prepare you for the next year. As 8th graders, the whole year was trying to prepare us for high school, which just happened to be during a world pandemic. This unique experience bonded us in so many ways that is so hard to describe. We started high school with a new hope of learning and getting to experience high school for what we have always heard it's about. The memories we made at every school event throughout the years bonded us as a CB family. The first day of senior year, it finally hit me. This is it. The kids I would be going to school with since kindergarten would be dispersed among many states and even countries in the next couple months. There will be no familiar faces walking in the halls of our new lives. This is why saying goodbye can be so hard. We have all grown up together, experienced many crucial moments and memories together. All of our Friday night lights, homecomings, pep assemblies, Miss class, senior events, and all the rigorous hours spent studying for AP tests. Everyone has a place at Campo. If it was band, orchestra, theater, FFA, a sports team, or just attending class, you belong to our family. Class of 2025, we've made it, and while saying goodbye can be tough, let's cherish those memories as we step into our next adventure. Thank you. I would like to now welcome our student body secretary, Emma Goldstein, to present our senior gift to the community.
Now please welcome Lily Kendall, our senior class representative, to introduce our award winners.
From very early mornings dashing to class to very late nights finishing assignments. But I think we all soon realized that these little things aren't as serious as they might have seemed at the time. And we can now look back with laughter at these moments which seemed insurmountable. As we move into our futures, whatever they may be, I hope we all remember these lessons from Campo Verde. Smile, because a simple smile can create a community. Embrace challenges, because uncertainty is an indicator of opportunity. Be the best teammate, because supporting others is one of the best ways to grow stronger. And laugh, because we only live each moment once. In closing, I would like to introduce an excerpt of a speech delivered by President Theodore Roosevelt, entitled Citizenship in a Republic, but better known as The Man in the Arena. President Roosevelt's message on effort and motivation is a fitting and reassuring send-off as we embark into adulthood. This is the man in the arena. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who, at the best in the end knows the triumph of high achievement, and at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. So, class of 2025, I hope that you fear only the regret of not knowing what you are capable of. Go forward confidently into whatever arena you have chosen for yourself, and remember, you always have something to gain by trying, and you always have time to be happy when you do. Thank you, and congratulations.
Good evening, parents, faculty, family, friends, and the graduating class of 2025. Big or small, because that is what we will carry with us beyond the halls of this school. While we may not be able to remember every vocab word or formula of high school, what we will remember is all of the lessons we've learned from the people around us along the way. I'm going to miss Campo so much, but I'm so grateful to have found a place, and more importantly, people worth missing. Thank you, Campo, for the most amazing last 4 years, and congratulations to the class of 2025. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. At our school, we hold our traditions close to our hearts, and they are part of what connects us, grounds us, and celebrates who we are. One of those traditions we value most is recognizing the exceptional achievements of our valedictorian and salutatorian. In 2024, the district introduced a new process for calculating the final GPA, which meant we couldn't determine the students until this Tuesday afternoon, after all of our grades were posted. As you can imagine, this shift created some challenges and impacted our ability to celebrate these students at usual events or through media as we have done in the past. Historically, these honorees would also deliver speeches at graduation. alongside the recipient of the Coyote Excellence Award. This year, given the timing, we selected our speakers through a different process. But even with this shift, we remain committed to honoring excellence. And tonight, we are thrilled to celebrate these two outstanding students in a meaningful way. So with great pride, I'd like to invite our 2025 valedictorian, Dylan McCormick, and salutatorian, Elizabeth Stone, to join us on the stage. Give them a round of applause. So Elizabeth, known to many of us as Lizzie, has earned an extraordinary 4.78 GPA. Over the past 4 years, she has been a force of creativity and leadership. Lizzie served as an officer in our school book club all 4 years, with a tri-president of the Triumph Music Honor Society, and participated actively in the National Honor Society, Link Crew, Key Club, and Creative Writing Club. She also dedicated her summers to volunteering at the Southeast Regional Library. This fall, Lizzie will be attending Brigham Young University to study biochemistry with a minor in creative writing, where she plans to pursue scientific research and continue with her passion of storytelling, aspiring to become a published author. Let's give her a round of applause. All right, now let's talk about Dylan. With a stellar 4.82 GPA, Dylan stands at the very top of the class of 2025. But academic excellence is just one part of his story. For all 4 years, Dylan competed at the varsity level in both track and field and cross country, demonstrating the kind of discipline and endurance that defines him. He was also deeply involved in campus life through National Honor Society, Key Club, Academic Decathlon, and Spanish Honor Society. Dylan is a candidate of the Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish and has a passion for languages and global exploration. He will attend University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill to study biology and exercise and sports science, with dreams of becoming an endurance athletic coach or researcher, and perhaps one day traveling the world, speaking new languages and chasing new horizons. Dylan and Elizabeth, you are remarkable. Congratulations. I would like to now welcome Peyton Dumas to the stage.
Good evening. My name is Peyton Dumas. Yes, that Dumas. My father has been our principal since we were in 8th grade at South Valley. Some might think having your dad as your principal is the ultimate form of helicopter parenting. Class of 2025, it is my absolute honor to introduce not just our principal, but my biggest supporter, my father, Tyler Dumas.
Okay. Good evening, and welcome to Campo Verde's graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. It truly is my honor and privilege to serve as the principal at Campo Verde High School, and to stand here with you tonight to recognize and celebrate this remarkable group of young adults. Tonight, we celebrate a milestone not just for our graduates, but for their families, their teachers, and this community. Before we begin, I would like to thank everyone who's helped make tonight possible. Our dedicated campus staff, our supportive families, and all who helped shape these students into becoming young adults. Thank you to Mrs. Erica Helfrey and Mrs. Kat Jones for your tireless planning of this evening's event, and to our Performing Arts Department, ROTC. Your pride and professionalism have set a perfect tone for this evening. As Peyton shared, the philosophy of FOE and CV family are grounded in care, connection, and compassion. That belief is not only reflected on our campus, but also held by our district leaders and our governing board. Joining us this evening, our governing board member, Mrs. Shana Murray. Of the 504 graduates seated before you, 367 are college bound. That's 72% of our students. 28 will attend a trade school, 27 are heading on a mission, 31 will continue athletic careers in college, and help me recognize the 9 students who have committed to serve in our military. You've achieved state and national recognition in our CTE programs, in the arts, and leadership across all clubs and organizations. You've also excelled athletically, winning multiple team and individual state championships this year, one just last Saturday. But just as meaningful as those accomplishments are, the culture that you've helped preserve is just as meaningful. Campo Verde stays special because students like you, those who lead with heart, serve with humility, and show up for each other. That's your legacy, and the CV family thanks you for it. Tonight, you stand atop a mountain. You've all reached this summit. You've earned your diploma this evening. But your path here was personal. Some of you arrived early, others just this week, and a couple just today. You faced visible and invisible hurdles, yet you made it. You've earned this moment, so tonight, savor it. Because tomorrow, you start to climb towards your second mountain. That first step is a step down, off this mountain and onto the new terrain. The journey ahead will bring storms, shadows, and battles only you will understand. So let's revisit some advice I gave to you at the start of your freshman year. Choose your friends wisely. You become the average of the 5 people you spend your time with. Choose friends who face the storm, who help you grow, and who reflect the light. Be like the buffalo, be like the sunflower, and hardest of all, understand the symbolism of the rooster. Forgive others, and most importantly, forgive yourself. Give yourself the grace and offer that same grace to others. That's how we move forward, that's how we grow, and that's how we climb the next mountain. In a few moments, you'll move your tassels and toss your caps, and as the fireworks light up the sky, a song that has become a graduation mainstay will be played. That song was released 18 years ago, when most of you were born. As parents, we sang the song when we held you and imagined nights like this as a distant dream. And now, here we are. Which leads us to another saying that I've shared with you on this journey. The days are long, but the years are short. Listen closely to the words from Rascal Flatts' My Wish. They carry meaning, they carry memories, and tonight they carry our wishes for you as you step towards that next mountain. Class of 2025, you are moments from becoming a CV alum. You will leave with a diploma, but more importantly, with relationships, experience, the lessons that will guide you to your future. Take your resilience and compassion and your quiet leadership into this next chapter. When life feels uncertain, remember this. You've already done something remarkable. You've shaped a culture, you've left a legacy, and you've made this place better because you were a part of it. On behalf of the CV family that surrounds you, thank you. We're proud of you. We believe in you, and we can't wait to see what's next. Congrats, class of 2025.
Charlotte Louise Tobler.
Isabel Marie Barnett.
Kara Ashley Sistek.
Emma Claire Goldstein.
Lucas James Wallace.
Evelyn Laura Frost.
Bryn Madison Paulson.
Peyton Camille Dumas.
Cameron Elizabeth Colvin.
Isabella Georgina Tarian.
Lily Ursula Kendall.
Rylan Therese Renauden.
Carly Samantha McKern.
Hannah Lynn Nielsen.
Heather Nicole French.
Dylan Wayne McCormick.
Quincy Grant Bailey.
Samuel Thomas Guffey.
Elizabeth Catherine Stone.
Brandon Young Curtis.
Abby Marie Davis.
Caden Patrick Dale.
Dorian Alexander Gonzalez.
Chris Carden.
Nellie Ann Asen.
Isabella Sophia Asnar Bean.
Nathan James Favis.
William Oliver Burton.
McKenna K. McNutt.
Fernando Iram Campuzano Beltran.
That's a live feed? Yeah. That's really great.
Alexander Daniel Brandt.
Emmy Lane Esperson.
Eva Rianne Ryan Michael Bennett.
Amaya Trinity Banuelos.
Caleb Joseph Barrett.
Sienna Grace Barnwell.
Alexander A. Berry.
Ryan Lewis Barton.
Isabella Faith Bina.
Danielle Melea Pakpako Batu. Patrice Battle.
Bobby Blackburn.
Trinity Lynn Bruce.
Elia Francis Bonvicino.
Daryl Bautista. Emilio Beck.
Ella Grace Boyle Brown.
Jackson Nicholas Bengson.
Jolie Marin Bradford.
Jamie Sierra Bennett Sewin.
Dylan Wallace Bragg.
Sierra Elaine Bergeret.
Raina Marie Braun.
Musa Zane Berry.
Audrey Diane Ellie Brown.
Rigdon Tyler Bingham.
Matthew Robert Bassler Brown.
Ryan Scott Black.
Riley K. Brown.
Quinton Samuel Boardman.
Chloe Renee Bryant.
Haley Elizabeth Bond.
Daniel Harrison Burgess.
Carly May Bowe.
Mallory Dawn Butler.
Anna Janae Broxman.
Hannah Jewel Call.
Lethan Cole Bradley.
Samuel James Campbell.
Dylan Ryder Brandt.
Andrea Carranza.
Malachi Jacob Bredensteiner.
Robert Paul Carter.
Brandon Michael Brown.
Ashton Tomohana Cash.
Raymond Harold Brooks. Doreen Marie Hinkle.
Alessandra Giselle Jimenez.
Skylar May Heisel.
Brandon Richard Jones.
Jake Hunter Holbrook.
Emily Madison Castor.
Roy Lawrence.
Giselle Luna.
Karsten Brody Lee.
Max William MacDonald.
Fiona Taylor Lesher.
Feliciano Daniel Malloy.
Angus David Lesweir.
Tanner Hyde Marsh.
Jaden Jin Lee.
Dylan Anthony Martinez.
Jed Raymond Lines.
Joseph Anthony Maturo.
Tyler Douglas Leininger.
Elena Michelle
Kinworthy.
Tylen Storm Mariam.
Isabel Marie MacDonald.
Dylan Harrison Miller.
Azarius Isaac Madrid.
Riley Jameson Mills.
Julian Joseph Malloy.
AJ Moreno.
Brady Vincent Martini.
Nicholas John Moschetta.
Rosa Martino.
Christian David Munoz.
Kaylin Macbeth.
Weston Woodruff Merced.
Alexis Yasmin Tina.
Yeah, so she's the second.
Maya
the blonde.
Gabrielle
Her name is Lauren. Yeah, right behind right now.
Okay, see her.
Okay, when they say Lauren Penalud, you just yell.
Okay.
She'll love it.
Johnny Wen.
Lauren.
Kira Sophia Mesa.
Kira Alexis Norman.
Elijah Joseph Mills.
Whistle hard.
Jared Niska.
Eduardo Montes.
Samuel Jerome Olson.
Jonah Brian Morgan.
Maxwell Monroe Osage.
Alias Elias Munoz.
Paige Juliana Pegues.
Samuel Ufaise Henry Nancalas.
Lauren Kate Pentalud. Ava Joelle Pierce.
Dylan Duke Morris.
Lauren Bailey Powell.
Jackson Christopher Niederhauser.
Sydney Ann Prentice.
Landon Robert Goris.
Vance Andrew Price.
Melanie Lee Ayler.
Mason March Quigley.
Sophia Charlene Olawa Supreme.
Cadence Elizabeth Ramirez.
Katerina Marie Painter.
Grace Romy Ray.
Violet Divine Aaron Verde Peacock.
Brennan Campbell Reed.
Jackson Ryan Weisel.
Mia Grace Young.
Peyton Nolan Whipple.
Zoe Cho.
Hayden Randall White. Carter Thomas Williams. Mallory Lynn Wilson. Allie Jean Winder. Tristan Isaiah Wolk. Ava Jolene Young.
Who's the last one? It's kind of cool if you're the very last one. Huh?
Dadrian Zamora. Michael Peter Higginbotham. Charles A. Stauffer.
Thank you, Mr. Dumas, Sean McIntosh, Jared Ryan, and board member Shayna Murray for celebrating the class of 2025. The time is almost near when we get to move our tassels over to the left, signifying our next stages of learning as adults. But before we do that, here are a few reminders. Graduates, we will egress off the football field onto the practice field directly after the fireworks end. Family and friends, meet us on the practice field and get ready for some photo opportunities. And now, the senior class. Let's give a loud welcome to our senior class president. Please welcome Bella Tarian to the stage.
Good evening, class of 2025. As we stand here today, dressed in caps and gowns, it is not hard to feel a wave of emotions. Pride, excitement, maybe a little fear, and definitely a lot of gratitude. This is a moment we've all looked forward to. Before we close this important chapter, let's take a moment to reflect on the years that graduating wish we could stay kids just a little longer, surrounded by our best friends and the comfort of familiarity. We learned sometimes the hard way that growing up is inevitable. On our first day at Campo Verde High School, we were baby freshmen, nervous, unsure, but full of hope for new beginnings. We were wide-eyed and overwhelmed by all the extracurriculars, the events, the upperclassmen, and yes, the thrill of being allowed to walk on the grass or pull out our phones during passing periods. We heard the same cliche from every graduating class: enjoy it, it goes by fast. We laughed it off, not really believing it. After all, 4 years sounded like forever. But now, here we are, just 3 years later, saying the same words to the next group of students, wondering how it all went by so quickly. Look at us now. We've come so far, not just in years, but in growth. We pushed through exams, learned how to juggle responsibilities, and discovered who we are and what we care about. We've laughed until our stomachs hurt, cried through challenges we thought we couldn't overcome, and held each other up when the world felt too heavy. Each of us carries stories of overcoming personal hurdles, of discovering passions, and of building friendships that turned into family. We faced change, adapted, and emerged stronger. We didn't just survive high school, we grew up in it. As we go our separate ways, some to college, some to work, some still figuring it all out, remember this: we carry with us the lessons, the memories, and the strength that brought us here today. No matter where life takes us next, we've proven something incredible, that we are capable of so much more than we once believed. This isn't the end of high school, it's the beginning of everything. It's not a goodbye, just a see you later. Because the memories we've made, and yes, the mildly traumatic experiences like anatomy practicals and annotated bibs and comp, we will always find a way to bring us back to each other. Let's pause and take in these last moments together. Right now, I want to express my heartfelt thanks to the incredible teachers and administrators, counselors, and every member of the CV staff who made this achievement possible. Your dedication, long hours, and unwavering support means more than words can say. You made this campus a second home for many. I also want to recognize all the friends, family, and loved ones sitting in the stands tonight. We see you, appreciate you, and yes, we know how hot it is out here. Days may have felt like the longest 3 hours of your life, but your love and patience hasn't gone unnoticed. As for me, I'd like to give my final thanks to my mom and dad for being my biggest support system and role models to admire. I love you guys so much. Last but not least, I would like to recognize our graduating class for their perseverance and in receiving their diplomas tonight. All graduating seniors, please stand. Please join me in turning your tassels from your left to your right and wait for my countdown. Make sure you take your tassel out. Congratulations, class of 2025. We made it. 3, 2, 1.